Hello, CL Church family. We're so glad you're here with us today. Hello, CL Church family. We're so glad you're here with us today. Whether you're joining online or in person, we want to say welcome home. We're honored to worship together as one church family. To help you stay connected throughout the week, we encourage you to download the CL Church app. It's the best way to stay up to date with events, messages, announcements, and everything happening right here at CL Church. If you're newer here to Covenant Life Church or ready to take your next step, Growth Track is the perfect place to start. Growth Track helps you learn who we are, what we believe, and how you can get plugged in and make a difference. Classes begin Sunday, February 1st at 8:30 a.m. and Wednesday, February 4th at 6:30 p.m. You can sign up online today or join either class. We'd love to see you there. We're also excited to announce and share the Love Sunday on February 15th. This is a special day focused on community and connection. The challenge is simple. Make a friend, be a friend, and bring your friend to church. We'll be having a special service that day, and it's a perfect opportunity to invite friends, family, neighbors, or coworkers to experience church with you. And hey parents, Warrior Fest will be here before we know it, March 27th through the 29th. This is a powerful, life-changing weekend for teenagers, filled with worship, teaching, and unforgettable moments in God's presence. Don't let your teen miss it. Be sure to sign them up on the website right now. And families, be watching for more details about Kid Fest in Gatlinburg, happening May 1st through May 3rd. It's an exciting, fun-filled weekend where kids get to learn about Jesus in a powerful and engaging way. More information is coming soon, so stay tuned. Hey, thank you for being a part of what God is doing here at CL Church. We love you, we're praying for you, and we're so grateful you're here. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you soon.
Hello, church family. Pastor Tony here, and we have with us Philip Cameron. I was just sharing with him our thoughts about this past Sunday, and I wanted to take a moment to share them with you. Sunday was nothing short of miraculous, Philip.
It was.
I've been in the ministry 40 years, and I've never witnessed anything like that. Yeah. And it's just like the Lord had prepared the hearts of the people, and in 12 minutes,
yeah,
we raised about $500,000.
Yeah.
And there was probably 400 of it or more raised right then. And then by the time I got to sit down to eat lunch about 1 o'clock, another 70,000 came in. And
amazing.
Then Tuesday, more commitments, and my head has just been spinning. I'm so blessed and honored, and it was amazing. Without a vision, the book of Habakkuk says that people perish.
Yeah.
Or Proverbs says, I think Proverbs says it, and then the book of Habakkuk talks about it too, about writing the vision down, making it
sure.
plain.
Well, what happened on Sunday, from our discussion the night before, when I began to point out to you the dangerous days we're living in, and the fact that it says that as in the days of Noah, so shall it be the coming of the Son of Man. And even since last Sunday, you've just watched Donald Trump walk across the stage in Davos, and literally he is rewriting, and the whole world order is changing and it's running out of like a snowball downhill. Mm-hmm. And all of it is bringing into focus the desperation of the hour. Every time the devil is being pressed by good, whether it's the church or whether it's a man's policies or whatever, there's always a reaction against it. And so what I spoke about on Sunday was Cara, my granddaughter. I didn't mention when I was speaking that 2 weeks after I had to take her out, Philip took her out of school, she came into our little apartment and she was standing on a coat nicely. I said, "Where are you going, Cara?" She says, "I'm going to a funeral, Granddad." I says, "What funeral?" She says, "One of my friends committed suicide."
Wow.
So, I mean, that urgency, what happened was that urgency gripped your spirit and you responded. The response is more important than anything else, because when God sees the intent of your heart and the intent of your spirit to give and to solve a solution, let me tell you something. What we did on Sunday, we showed God that He can trust us with the kids that He's given us. And I really believe, and I hope what is done for everyone, you as the leader of the church, especially, I hope it has challenged you to expand the vision.
Yes.
Years ago, when my dad and I built a Bible school in Scotland, we submitted some plans and they were rejected by the planning office. And it says, "See the fire chief." So Dad and I went down to the fire chief in our wee town in Scotland. And I walked in and it was kind of funny. Halfway down from the ceiling was cigarette smoke, because he changed smoke. And I'm going in thinking, my goodness, is this a fire chief? And he cussed every second word. And my father came in with the rolled up plans and put in his desk, and he says, aye. He says, "These plans are no blankety blank good. It's a blankety blank fire trap." And this guy, and I wanted to go over the table and choke him for cussing so much. And my dad went, So he says, "The only way I'll pass these plans," he says, "is if you build more egress out of the building, which means you'll have to double the size of the building." And my father says, "Are you telling us that we're going to double the size of this building before you pass the plan?" And the fire chief said, "Aye, you've got to double the size of the building before I'll say yes." So my father rolled up the plans and he says, "We'll be back. We'll double the size of the building." So we got outside the planner's office, the fire chief's office, and our car was a couple hundred yards down on the curb. He said, "I'll tell you what I want to do." He said, "I want to kick you halfway there, and I want you to kick me the other halfway there." That's what you mean. He says that God had to send us to a heathen
To talk about our vision.
to tell us that our vision was too small. And I believe with all my heart, I feel this in my spirit as I'm talking to you, that this is an opportunity for Covenant to mark our territory.
Yes.
That's the church that cares for kids. That's the church that are building an ark. That's the church whose people are serious enough about the young folk. My son, do you know there are people driving past our church every day that are frantic because a son's just taking dope, that a girl's just been found out that she's sleeping with and there's parents going, "Oh my God, what am I going to do?" And right up that hill, we are building an ark to help you raise your kids. It's unbelievable. It's a moment that we will never forget, because this is, I believe, God's moment for our next vision of the church.
Right, Philip. I noticed in the story of Noah building the ark, when it was done, his family was saved.
Yeah.
And I wonder, I mean, obviously, if he hadn't have built the ark, nor his family would have been saved.
Worse than that.
So
humanity,
there's got to be a connection.
Humanity would have been lost. Because
Right.
they were it. He built an ark for 120 years to save 8 people.
Yeah, he really represented humanity as a whole. But
Yeah.
I think there's some kind of connection with the fact when people say, "I want to be a part of building the ark."
Yeah.
I feel like there's something that moves God to save their kids and
Absolutely.
to move in their lives and no matter where they're at.
Absolutely.
They may be in another state, but what you make happen for others, God makes happen for you.
And the moment that Wesley and Mariah discovered that they were pregnant, their whole focus changed to building a nest. A crib was got. This was got. Diapers were bought. Because God won't give you a baby until you prepare a place for the baby to come. Don't ask God to fill our church up if we don't have parking space for them, and we don't have people to welcome them, and we don't have... God only gives you to the measure that you prepare. And the moment that you prepare something, you qualify for the release of that blessing. So what we've just done is we've just sent a signal through the corridors of heaven. We are open for business. We are open to build arks for teenagers to come. The demographic that is being lost in this country after the pandemic, that our whole school system was devastated by this thing. Churches were closed down. As an adult, I could understand it and get over it. But the kids that are now teenagers were little kids back then, and they've never recovered. We will build an ark to save them. And when you do that and you think that way, your focus changes. Auntie Mary, who works here, we all know Mary with the silver hair. She came up to me after the service on Sunday. She came into our apartment and she says, Philip, she says, you know what? If they were to have activities during the week for these kids, volleyball league or a pickle,
basketball,
or what do you call that new game? It's like tennis in slow motion. Pickleball? Pickleball. She says, if the church were to have that, she says, I would volunteer and go up and sit there just to watch the kids and make sure they were safe.
Yeah.
A thought that had never been inside her head until she saw the church prepare an ark. And I believe there a church I spoke in many years in Columbus, Ohio. And they took me out one weekend to speak to the leadership, and there's a school next door. And they hired a security guard to stop the kids from the school next door from playing on their basketball
I remember
courts.
this, yes.
This guy was hired to keep them out of the basketball. And so I spoke to the leadership, and that's where I got Ramp Ministries from, reaching and mentoring people. I said, our job is to lower the threshold, but not the standards. I said, you guys have got this guy out there stopping the kids next door from coming and playing basketball. I said, that's a Ramp Ministry. They hired a pastor of Ramp Ministries. Gun shows, car shows, all the different things that they could haul people into the building. And so they started having tournaments using the church's basketball courts. Pretty soon, folk in the church went to the pastor and said, look, I'm a retired school teacher. Can we mentor some of these kids? So they started having mentoring. So after school, the kids would come over to the church, and they had a whole room of people being mentored by these retired folk in the church. The school board started coming to the church. It transformed the whole area just because they allowed basketball to be played in the church's parking lot.
Wow.
You have no idea. You have no idea the next step and the next level and the next challenge that God's going to put before us. Because we have said to heaven and hell, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And we just put our money where our mouth was.
Yes. And Philip, in 12 minutes to raise that kind of money, and our budget is set at like $750,000.
Yeah.
$750,000, and to think that by Monday or Tuesday we were already 3/4 of the way there.
Absolutely.
And
there's more coming in.
And
someone is going to give $100,000. You watch and see.
Yes.
Someone's going to call right now watching this video, and the Holy Ghost is saying,
now's the time.
You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. Absolutely. I just know it.
And not only that, but people are, I guess we're going to have to get ready for a big auction too, because people are giving things. We got someone gave their Harley Davidson motorcycle dresser, big nice dresser, gave it to us. I think someone gave a big grand piano to be auctioned, and someone Tuesday morning gave 2 commercial mowers that they'd give $19,000 for, and said, just sell it and let's put the money where them kids are.
After the service, I went back and sat down beside Rowie, and I said to Rowie, I said, "Oh, Rowie, your granddad missed it today," and he looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
And what I thought of saying, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't now. But there's a lot of people there that can't give $10,000. It's just not physically within their ability or faith vision. But they can give 5,000. They can give 1,000.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff we're going to need to equip this building. I mean, I want this place to be so crazy that churches will come from other states and say, tell us what you've done here. Tell us what's going on here. And if our young people draw folk, his name just slipped my mind just now, who came and preached for us from Cleveland, Tennessee.
Oh, Perry Stone.
Perry Stone, I'm sorry. If our kids could draw Perry to come to speak in the church, how much more once the ark's built, and all of the stuff we have for kids. That when you go, when Wesley takes them into a camp somewhere or another meeting, they'll be saying, that's the kids that come from that church. This absolutely.
I love it.
We've changed so many things in the last week, less than a week from now.
Oh yeah, and also we've enlarged people's vision.
Oh, absolutely.
To see now, mind you, there's people that you know, they may be stuck in a spot, but there are people they have moved, you know, just by the challenge.
The challenge.
And
where there is no vision, people perish. Where there is a vision, people flourish.
Yeah.
So you can choose to either be a visionless person and say, oh, talk about money. Fine. And all you do is condemn yourself to live in a visionless world. I would die.
Oh, I would too.
Oh God, the biggest fear I have in my life is not having a vision. Yeah. I've said this for decades. If I come to your church and I've got nothing to challenge you with, my voice is of no value to the church.
Right.
Because a vision pulls people up from where they are, from the stable lands up to the mountains. A vision creates stuff. It creates new vision. It creates purpose. And right now we've just bought 2 houses, and the challenge of my life right now, with my voice being bad, and at the worst possible time, God says, "Believe God for it."
Believe God.
Where's your
for
vision?
2 houses in Moldova.
And Chrissy was there.
In Moldova?
Yeah, in Moldova. Yeah, and so, but what I'm saying is, you have the opportunity to change for the rest of your life, for your children's lives, for your grandchildren's lives.
For generations, Philip.
The vision, the purpose. I am sitting here at 70. I'll be 71 in April. I'm sitting here. All the stuff we've created in Moldova, in Scotland, in Ukraine, here, purely because my dad, I never heard him say no to God.
Yeah.
He never said no. He always said yes. And he's been dead for 25 years. And yet he speaks in my mind every day. Don't settle, don't settle, don't settle, don't settle, don't stop. Keep growing, keep pushing. And I've gone through hell with my voice way more than you know. The nights and months I've looked into the darkness of my room and said, God, am I finished? Am I done? Will I not have a voice to speak? You've no concept the things the dark thoughts that have come through my mind. But above the dark thoughts came my dad's voice. Believe, believe. Don't quit. Keep believing. And we paid the houses off in this month. And now I'm going to find $100,000 each house to finish them.
We got to furnish them.
And it never stops.
I see a place being built that's going to educate.
Yeah.
I see a place being built that's going to provide a tremendous amount of fellowship and life change and room to grow.
Let me scare you. Okay. You know what I see?
What do you see?
I see this building getting so full of kids
Mm-hmm.
that in a year or two from now, you're saying, Philip,
Too small.
oh my God, it's too small. We need to build something 4 times bigger. I'm looking around the property thinking, where can we build the next one? Because
Well, we've got the room.
with vision comes provision.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we can nickel and dime ourselves to death, but as soon as a vision is heard, what happened on Sunday morning was a vision was heard. And a focus, when you focus a camera and it's all blurry and nothing's clear, and then suddenly it goes and everything is sharp, and oh my God, this is why we're here. Oh, and that anointing, it's an anointing that comes on you that transforms, it changes everything. And there are people that aren't in the church today that will build the next building.
Oh yeah.
That this building will pull them
Yeah.
by vision and purpose into the purpose of God.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy.
And you know what? What's pulled people into that vision, I think even Sunday, was what they see already.
Absolutely.
You know, you go in and you see a beautiful facility that is set up to minister to people from the moment you come in the door,
Absolutely.
the hallways, the kids stuff, you know, and you see vision all around there. You can't not come in there and not see vision.
Absolutely.
However, God is using that now to pull people to keep it rolling.
Absolutely.
But there was a time when just buying the property was the vision.
Oh, I remember.
Oh yeah, you've helped us, and you know what's really funny is you helped us do the things that are here, and now it is your home.
Isn't that crazy?
It is your place. It's your studio. It's your
it's so true.
headquarters for
Yeah.
ministry, and there's a sense of fulfillment in my life because
absolutely.
you have it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And what goes on
Well,
here.
this building now that we're in, that was the home of Covenant Life for years, we are reaching even more people than that version of Covenant Life did back then.
You're right, and not only
That's
that,
a crazy thing.
but our motto. There was a man by the name of Jim Woodward. He was just a great man of God, and very, very, just very supportive of the vision all the time. And he said something that stuck with the congregation, and it sticks with me today, some 20, 30 years later, and that is that the number one export in Rocky Top, or he'd say Lake City, at that time it was Lake City, the number one export in Lake City will be the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And you know what? Today, it is true.
We're doing it.
So I don't know if Jim will see this or not, but I even called or texted him the last week on Saturday, and I said, I'm believing God to do the big in 2026. Will you believe with me? I didn't tell him what I was believing.
Yeah.
I did. I just said that, and of course he responded because he's that way. But him saying that has never left me.
No, never
And
left.
you know what? And that has been fulfilled. It's being fulfilled as we speak, as you and I sit here, with reaching the orphans from the orphans' hands, and but the vision is. I can't wait to see what happens the next service. Wednesday night, there was so much buzz in the air.
Really?
One of the elders come by to visit with me this morning, and I was drinking my coffee, and he said, I just want to tell you that Wednesday night you could feel the buzz in the air. The electricity is the word he used. Rodney Brooks, he said the electricity is here. And
Purpose.
people are feeling, you know what people got was clarity.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure that people don't know there's vision, but they just maybe needed clarity to focus. Right?
The lens, what happened on Sunday was the lens of heaven
Yeah.
focused. And suddenly giving to the ark, to build an ark, was more important than the stuff of our lives.
Yeah.
And only when the stuff of your life is secondary to the call of God can God really use you.
Right.
You can't mix and match. You got to be sold out for something. And what I'm excited for is when people start coming up. You're about to start getting testimonies.
Yeah.
Oh, Pastor, I gave by faith and this has happened. I've been praying for my son for 20 years and this just happened. And because what you've done is you've triggered in eternity this release that God said, now I can trust these folks.
Yeah.
When they crossed the Jordan from the wilderness into the promised land, God said, take the ark and put it on the shoulders of the elders and the priests and put them into the storm. All the snow was melting in the mountains, and Jordan was a gushing madhouse of water. There's no way you'd cross the Jordan at that time of year. And God said, take the ark, take the most precious thing you have. The ark was their identity. Take the ark out of the children of Israel and they're just a bunch of slaves.
Yes.
The only thing that could, this is the ark that Aaron's rod's in, and this is the ark where the commandments are in. And God says, take the ark and stand in the flood. Take what you value the most and put it at risk. And I can imagine the men of Israel saying, what is he doing? That's the ark. We're going to lose that thing. Down the stream, gone. And with it goes the identity of Israel. And God takes us to Jordans all the time. and he says, get in the water. Are you kidding? Get in the water. And those that don't, 40 more years in the wilderness.
Oh my God.
And I don't have 40 more years to go.
I don't either.
I can't waste 40 more years.
Mm-hmm.
So my trigger point, because of eternity coming towards me, is getting easier and easier to pull because I get more stuff over there than I do here.
Oh yeah.
I get more family over there than I do here, more friends over there than I do here. And suddenly I realize that I'm a tenant in the house I'm living in.
Yes.
That I'm lending the things around me because I'm not of this world. I'm bound.
Yeah, we can't take it with us.
Can't take it with us. And I would rather get to the other side and get to the promised land and taste the milk and honey and taste the grapes of Eshcol. I'd rather get there than have stuff.
Yes.
Stop me.
You know, Philip, Sunday I mentioned about this being the year in the Hebrew calendar. This is the year for them. It means the year of declaration.
Yeah.
And it also means this, and I was just studying this morning. It also means the time to nail it down.
Sure.
And Sunday, it was nailed down.
It was nailed down.
It's in concrete.
Exactly. Up until what happened was, to get from here to Norris was such a challenge.
Oh yes.
That we had to nickel and dime stuff, and it was agony. It was agony. And when we got to Norris, thank God, and we went fallow.
Yes.
For a number of years.
Yes.
What Sunday did was put the plow back in the soil.
Amen. That's great.
We put the plow
in the soil.
Back in the soil.
Yeah.
And what you're feeling amongst the church and what you're feeling in the services, what you're feeling that's suddenly, what's going on here? That's the rich soil of covenant being turned over by the hand of God.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you something. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
For the miracles.
Oh, let me be audacious. I wouldn't be surprised that what happened on Sunday doesn't make covenant life too small.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how big a moment it was. I've raised millions of dollars for churches over my years, and millions upon millions of dollars for TV ministries. I recognize when a moment comes.
Mm-hmm.
And on Sunday morning was a moment.
A moment.
And when Elisha was plowing his dad's farm with the oxen and the yoke, and this guy walked up behind him and hit him with his garment, with his cloak, and kept on walking. And Elisha stopped plowing, ran down after Elijah and says, "Let me go and say goodbye to my mom and dad. Let me go and take care of my family." And Elijah says, go back to your plow. What have I got to do with you? Go away, leave me alone." And Elisha went back and killed the oxen and sacrificed them on the yoke. Used the yoke to burn the sacrifice of the oxen. Many people get hit by the mantle. Most people go back to plowing. And they don't follow the anointing. They just go back and go, "Whew, that was great. Wasn't that great Sunday night?
Yeah.
Wasn't that great Wednesday service? Wow. Okay, I'm busy. I've got to get back to my plow." 1 in a million
We'll follow.
say, "Forget the oxen, forget the plow. I'm coming after you."
Mm-hmm.
And when Elijah crossed over and was caught up into heaven, what was it what did Elisha catch?
He caught that.
He caught the mantle.
The mantle, yeah.
The prophets and the sons of the prophets said, on the way to being taken and being caught up,
Oh.
the sons of the prophets says, "Your master's being taken up today." They knew that Elijah was being taken home to heaven. They knew it, and they didn't go. They stood on the other side of the river and watched. And most people stand on the wrong side of the river and watch. But Elisha went with him. And when God caught Elijah up,
Yeah.
floating down
The mantle.
was the mantle that hit him when he was plowing the fields.
Mm-hmm. And listen to this. When he caught it, see, one of the commentaries that I was reading about that said that he was saying to him, when you see what I see,
Yeah,
and then you'll have it.
absolutely.
And you got to be able to see
You
it.
got to see it. You got to see it.
And you got to see
And
it,
Sunday
even though it's
morning-
not tangible at the moment.
Sunday morning, we caught a glimpse of it.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
It was just, Sunday morning is only a whisper of what God has. Do you
Yeah.
know, sitting right now in heaven, listen to this, sitting right now in heaven is the next
building.
Covenant Life Church.
Yeah.
Not the ark, the next level
Yeah.
of, and we'll only get to it if we see it.
Yeah.
And the lights are on, and the carpet is laid, and the chairs are in place, and the PA system's in place, and it's all sitting waiting in heaven, and it just says at a sign outside, "Wait until further notice." And when we get there,
Uh-huh.
God says,
Move the sign.
release it,
Yeah.
put it in their lives. And in your life today, God has things for you. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard. And we live an orphan existence in the
Kingdom.
in the economy of God.
Yes.
And I believe with all my heart that we caught a glimpse, just a reflection of what is to come. What is to come. And I never want to be the one that's left on the wrong side of the River Jordan. I bet you there was people. It's not in the Bible, but I'll bet you there were people that didn't go into the promised land that said, "That's too risky. Can't go."
I promise you that.
They're standing there. I got this table from Auntie Bessie,
Mm-hmm.
and I've hauled this table around the wilderness for 40 years. And if I can't carry the table that Auntie Bessie gave me, over, I'll just stay here.
I'll just stay here with it.
I'll just stay here. I got a tent, and I'm not going to risk. No, I'm not going to risk my life going in. I'll just stay here. My God, please, God, never let me be on the wrong side of the Jordan of my life. Let me be the first in. Let me be holding the ark.
Yeah.
Let me be the one that they say, you're a fool. I'd rather be a fool on the other side of the Jordan than sitting beside Auntie Bessie's table.
Amen.
We've preached.
We have.
They're getting a glimpse of what we do all the time.
Yes, and the revelating is just incredible. It's my favorite time. It's my favorite thing I get to do every week, and if I don't get to do that with you, I really miss it.
You miss it, yeah.
Yeah,
iron sharpens iron.
Yes, it is. It has sharpened me. Sunday, I think something shifted for the church, and something definitely shifted in myself.
Wow.
And it's made me feel like I'm alive again. You know?
Because there's purpose again.
Yeah.
You see, I've told you this many times, hundreds of times. The moment a building is built, it's just a payment.
Yeah.
The thrill of the build is what keep people focused and functioning. Once it's finished and the doors open and we have a celebration and look at us, wow, look at us now. And the bank's saying, oh, by the way, $25,000 next month.
Yeah.
And $25,000 next month, and the next month, and the next month. And if you miss 3 of these, we're going to take that building back from you. These moments we're in just now are the vision moments, are the alive moments, are the moments to say, God, we can do anything. We can reach anywhere. We need to build, like the fire marshal. You got to fix that blankety blank building. It's a fire trap. God had to send a heathen of a man with a cigarette stuck in his mouth and a blasphemy out of his lips every 2 seconds to tell 2 preachers, your vision ain't big enough. Isn't that crazy? Your vision ain't big enough.
You have the best stories, Philip. I'm telling you. Yeah,
lived a long life.
Long life. Well, it's good, and I just pray that that it's done in the rest of the church family as it has me. And I know Wednesday night, you could feel it in the air.
Yeah.
It was thick.
It's
and
amazing.
it was just thick. And it was everywhere,
Yeah.
you know. Of course, even our Wednesday nights, midweek service, it broke every record we've ever had.
Table tennis tables. We need foosball tables.
Yeah, we need it all. And
absolutely.
I'm believing.
Where's the bowling alley going to go?
Yeah, really, really. And yesterday, I met with one of the building people that sells the buildings, and he brought his planner and his estimator, and we were looking, and they were pulling tapes and walking things off and measuring, and they were drawing, and they were talking about making this aesthetically apropos to the present building, and because this is going to be your focal point now, because you're driving straight into it, you know, when you come up the hill, and I'm thinking, oh my Lord, this is about to really be a reality. And I said, what, a year and a half? And they said, no, we can't wait a year and a half. Said probably in 9-10 months.
Let me scare you.
The building can be sitting here.
Let me scare you. Let's have it an opening for Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Man, that would be good. Thanksgiving, have our Thanksgiving service meal in there.
Oh, man.
And celebration.
Absolutely.
Man, that would be good. November 27th, or whatever day it is in November of 2026. Oh, we will have our
I love pushing off cliffs.
Well, you do. You push me out there to where I have to swim or drown. You're very good at, always has been good at that. But listen, let's plan it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and those of you that are jumping in with me, those of you that may be watching that maybe were not there Sunday, listen, people stood to and rose to the occasion. Listen, start wherever you're at. Let's get that money in there so we get that foundation poured, and so people can start seeing the progress, and let's get that building up in the name of Jesus.
I can't wait.
Me
I
either,
can't
Philip.
wait.
Me either. God bless you. We love you, and I hope you've enjoyed today. Listen, be sure and check us out. We're on Sunday mornings 8:30 and 10 a.m. on Wednesdays at 6:30. There's about 20 small groups you could be a part of that meet all during the week. We're having a great time. God's doing some major stuff. The youth meet every Wednesday. The children's ministry, there's stuff every Sunday morning and every Wednesday night for them. Missions, if you want to be a part of the Orphans' Hands, you can do that. We want to invite you to be a part. Stop by and see what we do. Check it out. Right here in Rocky Top is where the headquarters is for the Orphans' Hands, and you can see for yourself what God is doing there. Philip, we got to get those 2 houses furnished.
Yes.
And if you'd like to help us with that, let's do it.
Now it's getting back to my worry world.
So anyway, we love you. I appreciate you. I love you more than you'll ever know. You guys are amazing. Have a super, super day. Stay safe.
Good morning, Covenant Life. My name is Gabrielle Applin. I've been volunteering with Orphans' Hands for 3 years, and it's been such a delight to be a part of this awesome ministry. I recently returned with a team to Moldova. It was just amazing. It was very life-changing. Came home with such a full heart with everything that we experienced, that I experienced. One of the highlights for me was going to an all-male orphanage with about 180 mentally and physically disabled young adults, and it just touched my heart so much. We were able to go around, speak Jesus' love over these young men, and to see their faces light up was just so awesome. To know also that many of these young men have no family to come visit them. So for us to pour love out like that and pray over them was just an amazing blessing. That was one of the highlights for me. Another highlight too for me was getting to meet all 56 of the children that live in Vatra Village. It was amazing to see how Orphans' Hands, how it has changed their lives. And to meet the house parents that are amazing, that pour their love and care upon these children and to help build them up spiritually. And I was so honored to be invited to go, and I've come home with such a full heart. There's many stories that we can tell. We shed tears, we laughed a lot, we even got stuck in the snow one time, which was part of the adventure. And it was really awesome to also get to know Chrissy and Melody better on this trip too, and to see full circle how Orphans' Hands, the impact it has on all these young adults was just amazing and really touched my heart. Consider volunteering and even supporting Orphans' Hands. It is so well worth it to see everything, the blessings of Orphans' Hands in the ministry.
Hi, Covenant Life. My name's Susie Schrum, in case you don't know me, and I just had the awesome privilege to go to Moldova with Orphans' Hands, and it was life-changing. I have been serving behind the scenes for 4 years, and I come here and I pack boxes that go on shipping containers, and they go over their supplies and clothes. That's been amazing. and then toys and things like that as well. But on this trip, we got to go and we were able to see where those boxes go, who opens them. We got to deliver them to poor villages. And I had hugs from little kids that were so happy, and it was a small box. There wasn't that much in it compared to what our kids seem to get here. But everything they got, they were so delighted. And to see the front lines, what goes on with Orphans' Hands, it's just incredible, and it's changed my life. I dream about it every night. I come home and I think about it like, how can I be his hands and feet? This ministry is just fantastic. To go over there and spend time putting boxes together and taking groceries to village people that just literally have 6 people living in a home with a 2-burner stove. No other means. They have mattresses, no couches, no dining room tables, and they have 6 people living in a home like that. And so humbling, and they were so grateful. So to be able to go there and pray over their home and give them hugs and give them groceries and supplies. Even on Christmas night we did that in the snow, getting stuck in a blizzard. But it was just an incredible experience I'll never forget. I feel so honored and privileged to be part of Orphans' Hands, and I cannot wait to go and be a blessing again and serve. One of my favorite stories is by a man named Pavel. He was orphaned at age 3. He and his brother were put out in the wintertime, and their mom left them. He almost died. He spent a couple months in a hospital. Long story short, he is today a house parent at one of the Vatra homes, and he is talking about Jesus to these kids. He is such a light, he and his wife, Natalita, and they are just doing a tremendous job, as are all the other house parents. So to see what's going on in Vatra and how these kids have been transformed, they're learning the English language through Christian songs. That's what they shared with me. I thought that was incredible. So to see the love and the support and the community that they have is just beautiful. And here he was a former orphan, and he is sewing and being such a blessing today. He shared a story about a little boy in his orphanage of 500 kids, mind you. And every day this little boy went outside and went to the gate and said, "Are you my mom? Are you my mom?" to every woman that passed by. So we don't know how rough it is in other parts of the world until we get out there and see it. But now I've seen some of that, and I just want to be his hands and feet here. We have so much work to do, and I hope that you consider financially giving into Orphans' Hands. My husband and I have been partners for 4 years, and I can see where that seed is really good ground and where it's going. So consider being a blessing too and giving into this ministry. You won't regret it. It's an amazing ministry, and I love the Camerons and all that they're doing. So be blessed. Thank you.
Hello, Covenant Life. This is Pastor Tony, wanting to personally invite you to be a part of this big day coming up February the 15th. We're calling it Make a Friend, Be a Friend, and Bring a Friend Day at Covenant Life. That's February the 15th, and what we are wanting to do is share the love. And we want you to bring someone with you. Bring your Bible in one hand and a lost friend in the other, or a neighbor. Just bring somebody that we can share this wonderful atmosphere of the love of God with, and that's February the 15th. Mark your calendar, be a part, get on board with us, be part of the team, the winning team.